Well, there's no wind, but don't worry, because I've got some cookies left. And life's not too bad. I am here at Maharangi. It's a Thursday, I think. God, is it? Who knows? And the family went away for the weekend. And I was like, oh, yippity skip. I'm going to go out sailing. Yahoo Magoo. Shit didn't work out. I got a really sore back from working. And when I got out of the car, when I arrived here, I was like, fuck, I can't even stand. But I can. And I rode out and I went for a motor up the harbour, and it worked out real good actually, because I've been a bit worried about the motor after that. If you watch that last video, I was quite concerned about the speed. But I went out there against the wind and tide, and there was a bit of wind and tide before up there. It's not now. And I was up to sort of 3, and I was like, oh, that's a bit better. And then coming down, I got up to 4.1. I thought, wow, when the bottom's clean and the propeller's clean, I mean, 5 is fine. It's a small motor, you know. It's a Yamaha 12 from, God, the 1960s. It's probably original with the boat. I'll show you the thing a bit. Can't really see it without me taking that off, and I can't be bothered doing that, but maybe I'll just show you the bottom of it. Yeah, you get the idea if you can see that. But anyway, it's one of those, I think it's a YSE. Man, they've been around since, you know, well, you know, John Lennon and Paul McCartney would have been coming up with songs together when that motor was stuck in this boat. But and now it's 2022. But it was also like when this boat was completely done up a couple of years ago, the motor was fully reconditioned. So what do you do? I mean, you can't get rid of that. You got to keep it, don't you? I mean, you'd just be nuts to get rid of it, or you'd be very, very wealthy. I mean, it would be lovely to have a 20 horse and go and just like scoot along and like do 6 knots, because you do 6 knots in Yahoo, really quite funky. I mean, you can get to bloody China doing 6 knots. We're now doing 1.1, but that's no fault of the motor. We're pretty much going with the tide. But happy to be here. Had a bit of a health scare in the last month, so I have a bit of a new lease of life, you know. Still got a cough, and I've still got a sore back, but fuck, 46, what are you going to do? When you're 46, shit starts happening, didn't it? I remember someone telling me, oh, after 40 it goes downhill. I was like, oh, yeah, whatever. Because you think you're going to live forever, don't you? That's a human condition. But it ain't true, guys. It ain't true for me, and it ain't true for you. I'm afraid we're all going to snuff it. But on that happy note, here we are, out sailing, kind of. And it's not the big mission. I thought, family's away for 3 days. I'll get on the boat and go to Carwell, maybe Great Barrier, and all these fantastical ideas. None of that shit's going to happen. But, and also it's so cold, you know. Yesterday I was like, I'll go to the boat, stay on the boat. And I was like, but it'll be cold on the boat. Oh, it'll be bloody cold. I'll be in my sleeping bag listening to the radio. It's dark at 5:30. It's a long night. And I was like, nah, I'll stay at home with a fire. That's a bit of a wussbag attitude, I know, but it was really warm. You know, I watched shit on YouTube and looked at maybe somewhere I can relocate my business to and stuff like that, and it's all good, you know. But anyway, I'm not going to bore you to death, because I've been doing that my whole life, and I don't want to do it today. Oh, look. Is the wind turning? Look at the saggy sail. It's like a saggy pair of pants and a saggy wardrobe, and a saggy house on a saggy street, on a saggy country, saggy world. There's nothing saggy about this world, all the pants, but there is a saggy sail. Anyway, blah 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 blah. We've now hit 0 knots, no, 0.9 knots, which is a new low. But you know, I ain't going anywhere, so I don't really care. And the wind down Maharangi here does tend to drop off, pick up. I mean, the boat seems to want to go in there. Now, with my dodgy back, I'm not going to be anchoring. And you know, it just occurs to me, these guys on that powerboat, it's very still out there, will be listening to me. They'll be like, who's this fucking wombat? Screamers. Geez, Bob, you thought you were fucking nuts. Listen to this fruit bag. He's babbling some shit. He's talking on himself. He's got some good cookies over there, they'll be thinking. Anyway, hope you're good, and life's not bad, eh? Bloody hell. There's a bit of wind. No, there's not. Let's not get too excited. And I'm just chuffed to be here, really. like I said, like being sick gives you a new lease on life, eh? Like you kind of like, I mean, everyone knows they're going to die, but do you really? You kind of don't believe it in a way, eh? You think, oh yeah, that just, it might not happen, like technology might evolve, we might all turn into cyborgs and away we go and keep living forever. Don't think so. And, yeah, no, I really don't think so. Would you want to anyway? At some point you get tired. This is going way off track. I'm going to leave you alone. Hey, have a good day. Bye-bye.